Hey everybody, in this video we are going to review functions. So we will evaluate functions for a particular value of x. We will add, subtract, multiply, and divide functions. And last we will find an inverse of a function. So first we are going to evaluate p of x when x is -4, so what we are really evaluating is p of -4. So p of -4 is 3 times -4 squared minus 2 times -4 plus 1. -4 squared is 16, so it's 3 times 16. And then -2 times -4 is +8 plus 1. 3 times 16 is 48. 48 plus 8 is 56 plus 1 is 57. Then we are going to evaluate k of 2y squared. So k of 2y squared is 3 times, and then x becomes 2y squared. Now this was x squared, so we need to square this. Minus 4 times 2y squared plus 7. So first we need to square 2y squared. So we've got 3 times 2 squared is 4, and then y squared to the second power. When we raise a power to a power, we multiply. So we get y to the 4th. And then we can multiply -4 times 2y squared. That's -8y squared plus 7. 3 times 4y to the 4th is 12y to the 4th. Then we have -8y squared plus 7. Next, we are going to add a function, or add two functions, f plus g. So function f plus function g, that is x squared minus 3x plus 2 plus x squared minus 4. And we can combine like terms. We have x squared and x squared. That makes 2x squared. -3x is combined with nothing, so minus 3x. And then we have 2 minus 4, which is -2. Now we'll subtract function f minus function g. So that is x squared minus 3x plus 2 minus x squared minus 4. So we have x squared minus x squared, and those cancel each other out. We have -3x combined with nothing, so we have -3x. And then we have 2 minus -4. 2 minus -4 is 2 plus 4, which is 6. Okay, now we're going to multiply two functions. So we have function f times function g. So that is x squared minus 3x plus 2 times x squared minus 4. Okay, now I am going to distribute x squared. So x squared times x squared is x to the 4th power. Okay, so in this case we add the exponents and get x to the 4th. X squared times -4 is -4x squared. Then we have -3 that we need to distribute, or -3x. -3x times x squared is -3x cubed. -3x times -4 is positive 12x. Then we need to distribute 2. So 2 times x squared is 2x squared. And 2 times -4 is -8. And last, we are going to combine our like terms. So we have x to the 4th. Then we have a -3x cubed. Then we have -4x squared and positive 2x squared. -4x squared plus 2x squared is -2x squared. Then we have 12x. And minus 8. So the only like terms were the two x squared terms. Next, f divided by g of x. So function f divided by function g. So that is x squared minus 3x plus 2 divided by x squared minus 4. Now, in order to simplify this, we're going to see if anything can factor. And I can factor this numerator by finding two numbers that multiply to 2 and add to negative 3. And I believe negative 2 and negative 1 do that. Negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. Negative 2 plus negative 1 is negative 3. So the numerator factors to x minus 2 times x minus 1. The denominator is a difference of squares. So there's subtraction, and I've got two square numbers. So that factors to the square root of each term. So square root of x squared is x. Square root of 4 is 2. One's with a plus, one's with a minus. So x plus 2 times x minus 2 is the factored form of x squared minus 4. Now, both the numerator and the denominator have a factor of x minus 2, so those will cancel, leaving me with x minus 1 over x plus 2. Next, we have f plus g of 8. Okay, so it's f of 8 plus g of 8. Okay, so here's function f right here, and I'm going to have to put 8 in for the x's. So I have 8 squared minus 3 times 8 plus 2 plus 8 squared minus 4. Okay, so 8 squared is 64, so I've got 64 minus 3 times 8, which is 24, plus 2, plus 64 minus 4. Okay, now I could add or subtract all the way across, or I could do inside the parentheses first. Let's do inside the parentheses. So I've got 64 minus 24, that's 40, plus 2 is 42. And then 64 minus 4 is 60, and 42 plus 60 is 102. And last in this video, we are going to find an inverse of a function. So this is in function notation. If this was not function notation, it would say y equals. And to find the inverse, we switch the input and the output. So the input is x, the output is y. We switch those, so we get x equals 3/4 y minus 4. Now we solve for y. So I'm going to take this minus 4 and move it right here, so it becomes x plus 4 equals 3/4 y. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 3/4, which is 4/3. And that cancels, so we get y on the right side. And on the left side, we can distribute. So 4/3 times x is 4/3 x. And 4/3 times 4, that's 4 over 1. That's 16 over 3. Okay, now I'm going to write the inverse in function notation. So that's f inverse of x equals 4/3 x plus 16/3. And then I'm going to switch the input and output here, and I get x equals negative 3y plus 1 over 2. Now I'm going to multiply this 2 across here, so I get 2x equals negative 3y plus 1. Okay, then I'll move this over here, and I get 2x minus 1 equals negative 3y. And then I will divide both sides by negative 3. So when I divide here by negative 3, this cancels. So I've got y equals 2x minus 1 over negative 3. So I'm going to write in inverse notation f inverse of x. And I don't want to keep this negative in the denominator. I don't like leaving negatives there, so I'm going to move that negative to the front. So it's negative 2x minus 1 over 3.